Hi there, welcome to my channel. I'm Ghost Prime, coming at you from the other side of my collection room. I'm doing a big box purge. I got stuff everywhere. So you get to see the other side. Anyhow, today I want to take a look at the Shattered Glass collection that's available on Pulse right now, which is a 3-pack consisting of the Minicon Whisper, Shattered Glass, I keep wanting to say Wheeljack, but it's Sideswipe, Shattered Glass Sideswipe, and Rodimus. So these are based on characters that originally was released in 2008 and were BotCon exclusives. I don't think they did them in the clubs. I think they were actually done in actually at BotCon. I unfortunately don't have any of those original ones. One day they're on the list, but they are quite pricey. So I'm glad to get this set. And they are just repaints. Of course, you get another Sideswipe repaint, and you get a repaint of the Hot Rod from Studio Series. And it's a good mold, so you know this one's going to be good either way. But please like and subscribe and all that stuff. And without any further ado, let's get to the review. And a quick look at the box art. Interestingly enough, he is shown with a gun here, even though he doesn't come with a gun. Maybe this was done before they made the batons, but he has a gun there. This is the only box art I really don't care for. I think Rodimus here, the foreshortening on this arm is just awful. It's really not well done. It doesn't look very good. I think the head also doesn't look great. Um, but yeah, I like the colors in the box. I always have. I hate the angles. It makes these boxes hard to stack. This one's not as bad as the other ones, but it does make them hard to stack. And then on the side, we have Rodimus there. On the back, we have both of them. He does show the batons, Sideswipe, and there is Rodimus. 29 steps and 16 steps, respectively. On this side, you have Sideswipe. And inside the box, this is what you get. There's actually a lot of accessories that come in here. You get Rodimus here, and he is packaged in vehicle mode. And I think it looks great. I love the colors. It's just like the one that was, done in 2008 as far as the deco on here. It looks really good. And you get this red like shine effect for the matrix, which is done up in a silver and a dark gunmetal with a red center. The whole thing is translucent plastic painted. And you get two of these effects, which are used to go on, upside down like that. The ends of the car right there, which honestly I didn't think looked really that great on the original, but seemed to go good on this one. You have his cutter and both of his guns right here that I think, if I remember correctly, attach together, or maybe they don't attach together, but they go here. You can see the two slots there, and mount them on the hood. Like so. So he could fire and drive at the same time. And they are blast effect compatible because nothing has changed from the previous ones. Oh, blast effect compatible. Forgot to show the instructions. If you really care that much, there's the instructions. Again, love the colors. Sideswipe. Now, Sideswipe has a good deco, and Sideswipe does have some remolded parts. His front hood is remolded, and his doors here are remolded. As you can tell, though, they could not match the color here or here. They just don't match the color well. He does have a remolded head, which you'll see in robot mode, but I really like this chest. It's well painted. I always loved that slash. Very cool. And you get a shoulder launcher here. Now, this is the same shoulder launcher, the remold that came with Sideswipe, the G2 version, which has that little tiny peg, which really likes to just fall out super easy. I don't know why they did that. That's really terrible. It's a horrible thing. Maybe just to save a little bit of plastic, but that's pretty bad. You get two of these batons. The pegs on one end, and they are painted blue. And second, I guess, a Minicon. And this one is pretty cool. I dig the way it looks. So you could transform it like this, or I think this is more official. Transformation goes, the legs go on top and peg down. I like to move the feet down like that. I think that looks better, even though they're supposed to go up, but I think that looks better. And now that'll reveal the little port, which you can put on the top. These pieces go on tab in there. That's why they're remolded. Make this look. Now these come up like this. They'll kind of mimic the original a little bit. And he rolls really, really well. The one thing, you can't have this really attached because it gets in the way of the holes anywhere. You can't have this attached if you get in the holes. There's just nowhere to attach it. Now, I don't have the shattered glass version, but I do have the original Armada Wheeljack, which has the, I get to work on the one end, the wings that go up. So that's comparing these two. Go like so. And while we're here, take out the Minicons and take a look at them. Now I'm going to put these legs back under. I wish they made that longer. I guess I could kind of understand why they didn't, but I'm glad it does have the functionality to at least transform correctly. So that's how these two guys look together. I think they did a real good job of this Minicon. I think it really invokes that original one quite a bit. And of course, there will be an inevitable repaint into this one. But like I said, I don't have the shattered glass version, so doing this. And now we take a look here at Rodimus with the original Hot Rod and the Hot Rod for Rodimus Unicronus. So you see the size difference on this. It's kind of a striking size difference. Although I literally do like this mold. It is a good mold. Real quick look at the deco again. Painted hubcaps. Red here. It's painted nicely there. And it's larger than the original. Still not painted this black, which would be really nice, but I can't do it. I guess it's those nylon parts. So there's the set together. Now, I'm not going to do the transformation on these guys because I've already done the transformation on this one in previous videos and on this one. But I will go over the transformation on Whisper here. Really simple transformation. He is a Minicon. Just move his legs down like this. And take his, these are actually heel spurs and not feet. Move them flat. And then move these pieces up, which kind of the same time will bring the arms out a little bit. And you fold this and this together. You see there's a slot, there's a hole right there. Move the arms down. And he's transformed. So in robot mode, get the head there, chest, the wings. I think he looks great. So articulation wise, he has ball joints here at the shoulders and at the hips. So pretty good range. His elbows there articulated. He can go either way. He doesn't have any articulation at the fingers. Ball joints, like I mentioned there. Legs, kind of all the range you'd expect on a ball joint. Knee goes pretty far. No ankle tilt or anything. No waist. No head rotation. But overall, I think he's very cool. And as for these guys, and there they are on the robot modes. Get the camera a little bit more centered there. Now, I did not arm them up. The batons for Sideswipe here go in his hands. And of course, his shoulder launcher can be placed on either side here. Now, just get a real close-up look at that head sculpt. If I get in there, whoop, the camera, the light in there. It is on a ball joint. Honestly, I don't think the head sculpt is done super well. I actually prefer the original, which I'll get into in a moment when I do some comparisons. But overall, the paintwork on it's nice. I actually really, really like the colors on it. It looks really, really good. Again, we know the articulation. We know all that type of stuff. This one also has a new head sculpt. And I don't know. I don't think this is done super, super well. The eyes look weird to me. They don't look like they're in the right spot. I don't think there's enough detail, but he does have this little visor here. And I think that looks much better. Kind of gives that Rodimus Unicronus vibe. I dig this. This looks good here. He's got his shades on. He looks great. And he got some purple. It shows up on the purple and silver. It shows up on the waist there. I really like. I don't even know if that's painted plastic. It's got to be painted. It just looks good. The shins. They did a real good. Or the thighs. They did a real good job. He does have purple on the shins, and he has the silver paint there. This is painted silver. So overall, and then, oh yeah, the purple, the deco. Overall, the deco on this guy is top notch. And this is really, he's the reason I got the pack anyhow. He's cool. He looks good, and I really like him. But he was the reason I bought this. That's just for me. I mean, other people, this might be for you, for both, but it's just definitely the reason I got it was him. All right, take a look at Whisper here next to the one he is based off of. And as you can see, I think they did a real good job. The head is quite different, but overall retains a lot of the same things, just with more articulation. I like how the wings on the back are more like wings that are just hanging off the back. They actually look more dynamic. They are for the back. Oh, come on, stand up, you. So I think they did a pretty good job with it. I do wish, like I said, I wish the head was a little bit more face-like. But overall, I think it's a good update to this one. All right, here's Sideswipe compared to Armada Wheeljack. I think they really nailed the chest. Really cool. Again, though, the head, see if I get them both in there. I really like the head sculpt on the original much more than this new one. I don't think it is really good. The head sculpt on the original is still much, much nicer than this one. But the chest is done very well, and I like how the paint, I never liked just a full red Autobot logo there without any of the details shown for the eyes or anything. I love that. That looks really good. So these do look pretty good together. He doesn't have the wings in the back, which is more of a signature of him. You could kind of fake it by putting these out like this, but then it hinders the arms. And yeah, I just, you know, I would have been cool that they had that. Oops. Would have been cool if they had that, but they don't. It's all right. It's not that big of a deal. He looks good. I think he looks really good otherwise. And so for comparison, here he is with the original Rodimus, or Hot Rod, I should say. I do wish this had some lines or some more paint. I mean, this has a lot of paint on it, really bringing out the sculpt. This looks actually pretty bland, even though I really like this one. Compared to this, it looks a bit more bland. Not that much of a complaint, but they did a good job on it. And here is the inner bot to Rodimus Unicronus. I still really like this metallic purple they use on this. Stand up. Still really like the metallic purple they used on this by comparison to the flat purple, almost pinkish on this one. I think this one's more accurate to the character, though. This is more of a royal purple. So you kind of see those differences there. Nope. Either way, both good decos. All right, and that brings us to the final thoughts. Thanks for sticking with me if you've gotten this far. Or if you skipped ahead, welcome to the final thoughts. So, now, this set is really good and a recommend from me if you like these characters. I really dig this guy. I pondered on selling him, but these colors really sell it for me. I might actually sell him. I don't know yet. I do like it, but it's just not what I was interested in. I was definitely interested in the Black Rodimus. So I have a shelf full of Black Rodimus and Optimus Primes. So that's kind of where this one is going. Eventually, I do plan on getting the official Shattered Glass, but that's a big eventually. But I love this deco, and I think they did an excellent job. All the joints are pretty good with all of them. His knee is a little bit wonky, but I tightened it up with a screwdriver, and it's fine. As you can tell, he really actually stays, and he's moving on this thing, stays in that pose quite well. So this is still available at Hasbro Pulse if you decide to pick it up. It is about $55, and I think it's worth it for what you get. You do get a lot of weapons, a lot of accessories, 3 figures, which is really cool. And I think it's actually worth it. So it does get a recommend from me. And man, look at this guy. He just looks awesome. Anyway, I appreciate you stopping by and sticking through the video with me. And I'll see you in the next review.